Alright guys, let's take a look at Bitget Token or BGB on the channel once again. Now you can see that basically BGB has formed a W pattern here, and I'm showing you this with the mouse here. And basically this looks better on a 4-hour time frame if I zoom out, because this actually is a little bit higher than over here. So that's what you really want to see when you're looking at a W pattern. But if I put this on a daily time frame, you know, this looks a little bit lower than this, although the wicks are lower here on this side of the W. So yeah, I would say this is still a W pattern. Now, we do have this neckline that we have to break, and you can kind of see that we were struggling with this for a few days, guys. And today, it looks like we are, finally breaking this neckline. And right now, we really need to seal a candle basically above $4.90. If we can do that tonight, because this green line is a weekly resistance, if we can seal a candle above this green line, that would be, in my opinion, very bullish, guys, because the next target would really be at about $5 and let's say 16 cents. But the target of this W pattern, guys, is all the way up here at about $5.56. Now, there isn't really any resistance until almost $6, guys. So I don't think we're just going to stop here in the middle between $5.16 and $6. I think we'll continue all the way to about $6 before we will find any more resistance. Now, there is several weekly time frame resistances here. After we get through the $5.16 mark, but yeah, for the most part, it's a free ride for about 80, let's just say 80 to 85 cents. Now let's take a look at the RSI and the Stoke RSI here, guys. On the daily time frame, we are a little bit overbought here on the Stoke, and we are pointed to the upside on the RSI, so this actually is okay. Now let's look at the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is greatly oversold here on the Stoke, and it is pointed to the upside on the RSI, so that actually looks pretty good. Now I want to see a monthly time frame. It hasn't been printing a monthly too long here on the Stoke, but it is pointed heavily to the downside, so that's not that great. The RSI is pointed slightly up, but just about to get into the overbought region. Now let's go to the lower time frames here on the 4-hour. It is overbought here. It is trying to get out of this overbought region on the Stoke, and it is flirting with being overbought here on the RSI. Now the 1-hour time frame, guys, extremely oversold, so that is actually pretty good. And it is slightly, turned to the upside on the RSI here, so that's not too bad. 15-minute time frame for fun here, just getting into the overbought territory on the Stoke, and it is, just sliding up here on the RSI. So, kind of mixed, really. But overall, guys, I would say, in my opinion, that, BGB is more likely to probably trend up, just for the simple fact that, in my opinion, it's extremely oversold. And, this being one of the premier exchanges, guys, in the world, just behind really Binance and, maybe a couple of others, I would say this token should be valued a lot higher. Now, if we take a look at the token itself, you do have 1.2 billion BGB total supply. Now, there is no max supply listed here, but I think CoinGecko has about 2 billion. But they say circulating is 1.2 billion. So I don't think they're going to, surpass that. I know they were talking about burning. They didn't want to have such a big supply. So that's actually a good thing, guys. Now, all-time high is almost at $8.50, so you're still getting about a 42% discount at the moment if you're buying now. So in my opinion, I think this is going much higher. If we do have an excellent bull run, guys, I still stick with my original prediction at about $20 to $25 probably for this token. Now, there was an article not too long ago, and I presented this article on one of my videos, and it said that technically BGB could rise to about $77. But yeah, I think, you know, if we do the math and we compare it to Binance, yeah, you know, it could reach $77, but I think that would be not this bull run, maybe the next bull run. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, you can see that we do have 2 weekly candles in the green. We are about to seal a weekly candle, basically over this 84,200 mark. Let me put the daily time frame here. Now, today we have just crossed this. So if we do seal a candle over it, that would make it support on a daily time frame. Our next resistance will be $87,145. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, guys, still struggling. You can see it over here, but it is printing a green week, and it is getting out of this reaccumulation zone here. So that is another good thing, but we still need to get above this trend line, which has kept us up basically since June of 2022. So this is not the best sign, in my opinion, as we fell below this. But guys, it could easily be a fake out. Maybe we make our way back up next week, and you just never know. Ethereum should be the leader for the altcoins, but you know, in my opinion, I think Ethereum is going to have its last big bull run, probably this bull run, and that's about it. If it has a big bull run, we can say. Now, taking a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, we are starting to seal candles over this 1.05 trillion mark. That is a good thing. Now, we are going to come to a point where we have to make a decision whether to go up or down, and that's basically this week. So let's see what happens. You can see it comes to a point right here on Friday, the 28th. So yeah, now if we take a quick look at the dominance, guys, it's still going up, and this is, in my opinion, not good for altcoin holders like me. And yeah, it has broken this resistance that has kept it down for since what, the 12th. So about 9, 10 days, 11 days, it's been holding it down, and now suddenly it's breaking out of it, and it's breaking out pretty good. Now, CME is, you know, 84,185. So keep in mind, guys, we are at 85,217 at the moment. So we could expect about $1,000 dump maybe tomorrow to fill that gap before going up to $87,145. Taking a look at the dollar index, guys, it is rising, but you know, is actually between 103.39 and 104.14, so it could bounce around in here. It's been doing that for a while, actually. It's pretty much entered this zone, we can say, on the 6th of March, and this is the 23rd. So basically, you've spent almost the majority of the 17 days or so right between these two lines, although we have dipped down a couple of times. But, you know, hey, for the most part, it is just consolidating. Now, taking a look at the liquidation heat map, we only have 115 million wrecked. It is a weekend, though, guys. So, yeah, keep that in mind. If we take a look at the quarterly returns, minus 9% basically for Bitcoin, still minus 40% for Ethereum. That's terrible. Now, Bitcoin for March is slightly, you know, green. You know, we're not even 1%, but hey, at least it's green. Now, we've been around, what, 30, 31, 32 for the last like 3 or 4 days, guys. So yeah, this really hasn't changed much. If we take a look at, you know, altcoin season index, I just refreshed this before this video. It was a 27, now it's a 24. So officially, it's Bitcoin season, and yeah, that's because the dominance, guys, is going up, like I showed you. Now, taking a look at the bull market peak indicators, sell at the top, still 100% hold, guys. 0 from 30 are hit right now. So, yeah, I mean, the bull run is not over, in my opinion. Now, the best, you know, indicator, the Pi Cycle Top indicator, you can see here, guys, it is actually curving away from this green line. So that just means we're prolonging this. Now, tomorrow, I'm just going to talk about tomorrow. We do have some PMI numbers, and we do have a couple of speakers speaking, so be ready for a little bit of volatility tomorrow, but not too much. Now, we do have 85% still believing that we're not getting a cut in May, but we are still like almost 45 days, or actually just under 45 days away from the next interest rate cut. So, crypto bubbles, guys, not too great today. A little bit more red than green, I would say. The last hour has been okay though. And the week, we're still green, but it's not hard to have green weeks when we have such bad months and years, guys. So actually, the year has probably just turned red not long ago. But anyways, it doesn't really matter, guys. Today is a red day, unfortunately. Now, taking a look at Coinondo, another thing I want to mention, they don't have BGB here. You can see that, Bitget is not listed here. It's not one of the platforms in Coinondo. I don't know why. Because Bitget is huge. So anyways, if you're looking for BGB here, you're not going to find it, unfortunately. You have to go directly to Bitget, and basically I don't think there's any other staking anywhere else except on Bitget for BGB. But if you want to stake, for example, Bitcoin, go here to Coinondo. You can see all the deals, guys, how long you have to stake things and lock it up. Be aware of the limits. You don't want to, send too much there and not be able to stake it and have to send it back out and risk getting it lost or whatever. Anyways, totally up to you what you do here with your coins. But yeah, guys, if you like this video about Bitget Token, please like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.